When I started playing football, I wasn't the biggest, so not one of the biggest. There's also a kind of an underdog and kind of a feeling that I get from, people doubting me, which expected him to be my coach there for the next 3-4 years. Being able to do it with a bunch of guys that kind of have the same goals, same mindset is awesome.
Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a packed stadium buzzing with anticipation. The clock ticks down, the tension thick enough to cut with a knife. Caleb Williams, the name on everyone's lips, stands poised in the pockets.
Williams is going to keep it. Look out. Caleb Williams. Wow. He may get there. It is touchdown.
Eyes scanning the field with laser focus.
Empty set for Caleb.
Suddenly, his primary target, Brandon Rice, streaks up the field. Williams' arm cocks back, but a defender leaps in the way, cutting off the pass lane. Most quarterbacks might panic, throw the ball away, or tuck it and run, but not Caleb Williams.
10 with USC trailing 14.
His head snaps around, a blur of motion against the green canvas of the field. In a split second, he identifies a new opportunity. With a flick of his wrist, the ball spirals through the air, defying expectations and gravity itself.
Williams.
The ball, a perfect spiral, cuts through the air, landing precisely in Rice's outstretched arms. Touchdown. The crowd erupts, a wave of euphoria washing over the stadium.
Receiver, it's caught. Brendan Rice into the...
Football fans, this is just a glimpse of the magic Caleb Williams possesses, just the beginning. In this video, we will answer the question on everyone's mind. How good is Caleb Williams really? Caleb Williams isn't just a gunslinger on the field, he's a trendsetter off it. His eye-catching fashion choices, from walking the runway at Miami Fashion Week to rocking uniquely painted nails, hint at a man who marches to the beat of his own drum. But his swagger goes beyond aesthetics. He's a budding entrepreneur with a keen business mind, and his partnerships with companies to prevent bullying showcases a depth that goes beyond the gridiron. Is he just a flashy athlete, or is there more to the athlete that is Caleb Williams? Let's delve deeper and find out. Born in Washington, D.C. on November 18, 2001, Caleb Williams wasn't just another child. He was an only child, the sole focus of Carl Williams and Dane Price's unwavering support. Their own athletic backgrounds hinted at the potential that blossomed in Caleb. Carl, a former college football player at Oklahoma State, instilled a relentless work ethic in his son from a young age. This dedication wasn't just words. Carl co-owned Athletic Republic Capital Region, a premier training facility in Maryland. It became Caleb's second home, a place to hone his skills alongside teammates and friends, thanks in no small part to his father's foresight. But Caleb's success story isn't just about his father. Dane Price, a college basketball and volleyball player at the University of Maryland, brought a different kind of strength to the table. As Caleb himself declared in his Heisman Trophy acceptance speech, his mother was the most important person in his life. Her unwavering support and love provided a foundation of emotional stability that allowed Caleb's talent to truly flourish. He acknowledged her role in his tearful speech, highlighting how her quiet strength behind the scenes was a constant source of inspiration. With athleticism in his blood and a loving, supportive family behind him, Caleb Williams' seeds of greatness were sown from a young age. Washington, D.C.'s Gonzaga College High School sports became the stage for Caleb Williams' early brilliance. By his sophomore year in 2018, he wasn't just a promising athlete, he was a leader. Under his command, Gonzaga soared to a WCAC championship title, solidifying their place as the best team in the district. This wasn't just a team victory, it was a showcase for Caleb's exceptional talent. He earned a coveted spot on the Washington Post All-Metropolitan First Team and was crowned the prestigious Washington, D.C. Gatorade Football Player of the Year.
Brian Little.
The numbers speak for themselves. 2,624 passing yards and 26 touchdowns, and an impressive 394 rushing yards with an additional 10 touchdowns. This young quarterback wasn't just a passing phenomenon. He was a dual-threat nightmare for opposing defenses. His junior year followed a similar trajectory with another All-Metropolitan First-Team selection and impressive stats. 1,770 passing yards and 19 touchdowns, coupled with 838 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns. But Caleb's dominance extended beyond his high school gridiron. In the summer following his junior year, he solidified his reputation as a top prospect by claiming the coveted Elite 11 Finals MVP title. This prestigious award is a who's who of future NFL quarterbacks, and Caleb's victory placed him firmly in the spotlight. However, fate intervened. The COVID-19 pandemic forced the cancellation of his senior season, robbing him of a chance to rewrite the history books. Despite this setback, Caleb's talent was undeniable. He remained the highest-rated quarterback prospect in his class, attracting the attention of college football powerhouses. Ultimately, he chose to continue his journey at the University of Oklahoma, setting the stage for the next chapter in his remarkable story. Arriving at the University of Oklahoma in 2021, Caleb Williams wasn't handed the starting role. He began as the understudy of Spencer Rattler, a talented quarterback in his own right. However, fate had other plans. Midway through a crucial rivalry game against the Texas Longhorns, the Sooners found themselves trailing by a significant margin. This is where the magic began. Caleb Williams ignited a spark by stepping onto the field in the sixth game of the season. He orchestrated a remarkable comeback, leading the Sooners to a thrilling 55-48 victory. Caleb Williams soon found himself thrust into the spotlight with the game hanging in the balance on a crucial 4th and short situation. Initially, it appeared Oklahoma was running a design play, but the defensive pressure forced Williams to improvise.
Brooks to his left.
Evading the primary tackle attempt, he broke free into the secondary. Perhaps surprised by the openness of the field, a luxury not often afforded in high-level college football, Williams unleashed his raw speed.
Makes a cut, dances free, and look out! Caleb Williams in the secondary!
He blew past remaining defenders, diving for the touchdown and etching his name into Oklahoma lore with a remarkable 66-yard scamper.
They're trying to run him down! Dives!
This wasn't just a win, it was a coronation. Caleb finished the game with a staggering stat line. 212 passing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, an impressive 88 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. The future star had arrived. His performance cemented his place as the starting quarterback, and he didn't disappoint. In his first official start against Texas Christian University, Caleb threw for a jaw-dropping 4 touchdowns and rushed for another, leading Oklahoma to a decisive victory. His technique was unrivaled in this game, especially his rocket arm. On 2nd and 6, Caleb Williams dialed up a back shoulder fade, a play designed to exploit single coverage. Jaden Hazelwood's target ran a short curl route away from the defender, creating a window behind the defender's back. With pinpoint accuracy, Williams launched a perfect spiral towards the pylon, the marker in the corner of the end zone.
Everybody's got their assignment.
The throw landed perfectly where only Hazelwood could reach it, and he secured the ball in stride for a touchdown.
2nd and 6, Williams back.
This play showcased Williams' impressive arm strength and his ability to read defenses and place the ball in a precise location for a scoring play. By the end of his freshman year, he had already established himself as a force to be reckoned with, amassing 21 passing touchdowns, 6 rushing touchdowns, and a mere 4 interceptions. Nevertheless, Caleb's story didn't end there. In 2022, he made a bold decision, entering the transfer portal. This move reunited him with a familiar face, head coach Lincoln Riley, who had recently left Oklahoma for USC. The reunion proved to be a match made in football heaven. Named the starter and team captain, Caleb wasted no time in showcasing his talent. In his debut against Rice, he displayed pinpoint accuracy, completing 19 of 22 passes for 249 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Williams pulls it back, and there's Addison, and there's the first USC. Well, another pull and keep by Williams, and another first down.
The 2022 season became a masterclass in domination. Caleb led USC to victories and shattered records. His electrifying play style earned him the prestigious AP College Football Player of the Year award, the first for USC since 2005. However, the ultimate recognition came when he was crowned the 2022 Heisman Trophy winner, a testament to his exceptional talent and leadership. That season, he shattered records, throwing for a staggering 42 passing touchdowns, the highest in the NCAA. The 2023 season offered a new set of challenges. Although USC finished with a 7-5 record, Caleb continued to put up impressive numbers, throwing for 3,333 yards and tacking on 31 passing and 11 rushing touchdowns to his already impressive resume. With a college career that saw him throw for nearly 10,000 yards and rack up a staggering 120 total touchdowns, Caleb declared for the 2024 NFL Draft. His arrival in Chicago as the first overall pick marks a new chapter, one filled with expectations and the promise of greatness. Williams was considered a generational talent in college football, and his ascension to NFL fame was one many expected and waited for.
Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams.
The 2024 draft will be forever etched in the memory of Chicago Bears fans. For months, anticipation swirled around who the team would select with a coveted first overall pick. Then the moment arrived.
Hello?
A nervous but excited Caleb Williams sat at home, phone in hand, waiting for the momentous call. The playful banter between Williams and the Bears representative only heightened the anticipation. Finally, the official announcement came through. Caleb Williams was a Chicago Bear with exceptional talent and boundless potential.
Bears history, my friend. I'm super excited for you that you realize your dream of being the first pick in the NFL draft. That's so cool.
The selection of Williams marked a turning point for the Bears franchise. For years, they'd been searching for a franchise quarterback, a signal caller who could lead them back to the promised land. In Williams, they believed they found their answer. The excitement wasn't just confined to the war room at Hollis Hall. Bears fans across the country erupted in cheers. Social media buzzed with jubilation, a collective sigh of relief washing over a fan base hungry for success. The arrival of Williams signaled a new era in Chicago, an era of hope and high expectations. The Chicago Bears seem to think he'll go on to become a modern-day great in the days to come. But let's break down the advantages and disadvantages of Caleb Williams' game. Is he all that the Bears are making him up to be? Strengths and weaknesses. Strengths. Arm talent. Caleb Williams boasts a cannon for an arm. He throws with exceptional velocity and possesses impressive elasticity, allowing him to deliver accurate passes from awkward angles. This elite arm strength allows him to fit throws into tight windows and attempt throws that most quarterbacks wouldn't dare. Comparisons to Pat Mahomes are warranted due to their similar ability to launch rockets with pinpoint accuracy and touch. Accuracy. While arm strength is a headline grabber, Williams' accuracy is just as impressive. He consistently finds his targets in stride, placing the ball just out of reach of defenders and exploiting leverage advantages on throws along the sidelines. In a clean pocket, Williams is a reliable distributor. Even when on the move, he's shown flashes of brilliance, delivering accurate passes across his body or while scrambling. This accuracy, combined with his arm strength, makes him a truly dangerous quarterback.
Throws on time and on target to the dig.
Fitness. While not quite a Tyreek Hill in terms of pure speed, Williams possesses more than enough athleticism to be a dual-threat quarterback. His acceleration is impressive, allowing him to reach top speed quickly and surprise defenders. He's also remarkably agile, making sharp cuts to evade defenders in space. This translates well to the pocket, where his quick feet allow him to maneuver and extend plays. His pocket awareness is a strong suit, and many of his highlight reel plays come from broken plays where his athleticism and creativity keep the drive alive. On-the-spot decisions. While decision-making is an era that draws some criticism, Williams deserves more credit than he often receives. He's not a one-dimensional quarterback, and there are instances where he progresses through his reads and finds the open man beyond his initial target. His vision of the field is typically strong, and when receivers get open, Williams finds them more often than not. He's also improved his ability to identify checkdown options, showcasing a developing football IQ.
And what he kept humming here. Empty backfield. Williams steps up.
Weaknesses. Mechanics. While Williams boasts a quick release and impressive arm talent, his footwork can be inconsistent. He's improved on avoiding throws off his back foot, but there are still instances where his mechanics lose shape when under pressure, especially when his hips don't move with the momentum of the throw. Developing more consistent footwork will be key to maximizing his accuracy and efficiency as a passer.
All the way forward and through. Now, he doesn't do a great job of always getting his hips going forward, and I think
decision making. There are times when Williams trusts his arm a bit too much, forcing throws into tight coverage. This tendency to play hero ball can put him in precarious situations and has led to some fumbles throughout his college career. While his arm can bail him out on occasion, relying on it too heavily can be a recipe for disaster in the NFL.
Trying to start a little better.
Pocket presence. Another area for improvement's pocket presence. At times, Williams can get caught up in scrambling unnecessarily, creating pressure that wouldn't exist if he made the quicker decision to throw the ball away. This can lead to fumbles, and mastering the art of throwing the ball away when necessary will be crucial for his success at the next level. The Bears now have a dynamic offensive quarterback up their sleeves. Even though some Bears fans will be loyal to Justin Fields, this game requires change for growth, and newly drafted Caleb Williams might just be the thing required for this team.
Caleb Williams keeps the ball, keeps his feet, and
The Chicago Bears haven't boasted a dynamic quarterback-wide receiver duo in quite some time. Enter Caleb Williams, the electrifying first overall pick, and Rome Odunze, the talented wide receiver drafted shortly thereafter. This pairing has ignited a fire of excitement in Chicago, a city starved for offensive fireworks.
After finding out that Rome was going to be your teammate.
The pressure of being the top pick can be immense for any rookie, but Odunze seems to be thriving alongside Williams. They've already begun building a rapport, with Williams praising Odunze's explosiveness and route-running ability. This early chemistry bodes well for their development as a duo.
And he's been phenomenal. He's been a phenomenal receiver.
Achievements and accolades aside, Williams seems to rack praise from his coach even when he wasn't able to play for their team anymore.
He really is, and I give him a lot of credit. So many people's career before he got to USC. I mean, he still was, and in some ways still is, very young and very early on in his career in terms of what he's going to have an opportunity.
The Bears faithful have waited a long time for a reason to be optimistic. The arrival of Williams and Odunze offers a glimpse of a brighter offensive future in Chicago. Their development together will be a fascinating storyline to follow throughout the season. And if all goes according to plan, they could be the catalysts for a long-awaited offensive resurgence for the Bears.
Odunze!
Standing at 6'1" and 214 pounds, Caleb Williams isn't the tallest quarterback prospect, but what he lacks in stature, he makes up for with exceptional arm talent. The measurables on the screen tell the story. A strong arm with a 32-inch throwing arm length and a powerful build. This translates to throws that zip through the air with impressive velocity. He can launch the ball downfield with laser focus, fitting passes into tight windows and challenging defenses at all levels of the field. But arm strength is just a piece of the puzzle. While his 9 3/4-inch hands aren't the biggest, his accuracy is impressive, particularly on short and intermediate throws. He places the ball perfectly in stride for his receivers, allowing them to catch the ball in space and maximize yardage after the catch. Williams' athleticism is another weapon in his arsenal. His height might not jump off the page, but his agility and quickness are undeniable. He can escape pressure with his quick feet and extend plays with his scrambling ability. This mobility keeps defenses honest, forcing them to account for him both as a passer and a runner. More than that, it seems as if the entire NFL has faith in this young talent, even the legend Belichick himself.
Well, again, Caleb's a really talented guy. He's kind of like a Russell Wilson. Really good lower body, strong, pretty fast, and has a tremendous arm. He can make all the...
Looking ahead to the NFL, Williams' physical tools give him a strong foundation for success. His arm strength and athleticism are already elite, and with continued refinement of his mechanics and decision-making, he has the potential to develop into a truly special quarterback. While there will be questions about his accuracy on deep throws and his tendency to hold onto the ball for too long, his raw talent is undeniable. If he can marry his physical gifts with improved decision-making, Caleb Williams could become a star in the NFL for years to come. Now, let's see what Caleb Williams is like off the field. A man of many interests and a trendsetter both on and off the gridiron. Beyond football, Caleb Williams is a man of many interests. He's passionate about giving back to the community, establishing a partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of Los Angeles to prevent bullying and promote youth leadership. His business acumen is undeniable. Having invested in startups and showcasing a keen fashion sense, he's also a trendsetter, becoming one of the first college athletes to capitalize on the NIL era with innovative marketing deals. While private about his personal life, Williams is reportedly dating model and influencer Kyla Thyrogod. Though they keep their dating relationship largely off social media, she was by his side for the momentous occasion of the NFL draft, celebrating his selection by the Chicago Bears. Do you think Caleb Williams will do justice to his hype and his selection as the #1 pick? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked our analysis on this emerging talent like Caleb Williams and his prospects in the NFL, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.